Hey Ark fam, welcome back to another episode of No Fluff Ark Breaking News with your girl, Angelic Vixen. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the PS4 transfers have been enabled, the new mysterious mysteries, and that code that they put up on the website. Let's talk about the hacking and the exploits and what the future holds for Ark. And Ark Mobile gets new Tek Blueprints. As you know, this is no fluff Ark breaking news, so let's get right into it. Alright, so let's start with the really good news. PS4 players, the transfers have finally been enabled on the official network. I did check Twitter right before I started recording this video, and it looks like everything is good to go. However, if you are currently dealing with something that's not working, that should be, please let us know in the comments below, because we will also use our voice to send that into Wildcard. The more voices they hear, the quicker, at least in theory, they can get things fixed, and we just want to be helpful. But finally, it is fixed. I don't know if there's going to be any more issues. Be very careful when you're transferring, just because all of this is very fragile. It just seems like you never know when it's coming. And with it happening to Xbox for an extended period of time, and now PS4, it happened at an extended period of time, we know that if we transfer, unfortunately, these things can occur. I hope the future that this won't continue happening, but you just never know. So just be really careful. Maybe have a backup character in your tribe to ensure that you don't ever deal with this again. And there is a new mysterious mysteries creature that Wildcard put up, and they also included some coding. Of course, this was such a big phenomenon the last time they started this. We did a video on how to decipher the code. Beast doesn't have a lot of time to go in there and do the long code, but I will show you what it says. The first part here on the left, it says data corruption detected. That is actually really easy. You can do that right on the Ark Wiki website to get that information. And then if you send it through to Helena, you will get this message back. Mr. Diablo here in the forums got it first, and I want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Diablo. Great job. So this is what it says. Terminal entry MM01. The simulation is creating some doozies. This life form is small but aggressive and really dangerous in large numbers. They must have a weakness, but nobody has figured it out. At least I hope they have a weakness. So that is actually a pretty interesting clue. I'm not really sure what it means. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below to see what your thoughts and opinions are on this. I also want to pose another question. Is the hype, so exciting like it was originally when they first announced Genesis? I noticed in the forums and even on Twitter, a lot of people are disheartened by everything that's been happening recently, that they're no longer super excited about anything for the future with Wildcard. They're more skeptical and leery of, major letdowns. Do you feel that it's possible that we're going to get a major letdown with Genesis? Or do you feel like they're getting so far away from the core concept of the game, as in dinosaurs, that a lot of people are going to basically jump ship and just let it sink like Atlas? I'm very curious to hear your thoughts and opinions on this, because all of this stuff directly affects, all of us with the Ark community. So these are just things that I'm really curious about. But I did notice the hype wasn't as big this time, just because everyone is really sour about everything else that they've been dealing with currently in the game that has nothing to do with Genesis. But again, let me know what you guys think. So PS4 is handled, but they also brought up the hacks and exploits, and it says here, abuse of game mechanics such as the tribe system have increased in usage on the official network. As such, we are working on implementing prevention and detection methods to lessen the impact it has on the community. What I find unusual about that, and I'm being logical, I'm always optimistic with Wildcard. I try my best to, give them the benefit of the doubt. But from what they were saying previously, and I've done these videos every week for a while, I've only missed 1 week, is that the prevention and detection was already in place. SED constantly told us that it was already in place, and that they were basically going to be shutting down all the, grievers, the hackers, the exploits, yada, yada, yada. You get the point. But they've already said that this stuff was in place. But then it says here, they need to be very careful with the wording, because people pay attention. It says, as such, we're working on implementing prevention and detection. Now, if that means implementing new prevention and detection methods, they should have clarified that. I feel that's really important for us to know where we stand with this stuff, because it directly affects us. So with them saying they're working on implementing, I have an issue with that. It should have been, worded differently, unless that's exactly what it means, is that they're working on implementing something they've already told us they implemented previously. But that is something that they're not clarifying clearly, and said has been missing from Twitter quite a bit. As he says, he's constantly working on other stuff in the background, which is understandable. But at the same time, what does this mean for the future of Ark if they're just now implementing prevention and detection, or is this a new version of that implementation of those things? That is something I have no idea, but the way they worded it here was definitely pretty disheartening to me, because I thought it was already in place and they're just kind of finagling and trying to fine tune it because people are really clever and smart and they come up with new ways of doing this stuff, constantly. But that was what they chose to word it as. How do you guys feel about it? And we will have our weekly Evolution event, which does include Valguero. The dates of the Evolution event are as follows: Friday the 20th of September at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until Monday the 23rd of September at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where all official servers will be 2 times harvesting, 2 times taming, and 2 times experience rates. And last but not least, Ark Mobile does it again. The Frigid Calamity is now accessible from any obelisk or Tek teleporter. This week brings the following Tek Blueprints: the Tek Helmet, the Tek Chest Piece, the Tek Ceiling, the Tek Wall, and the Journeyman Megalodon Tek Saddle BP. That is a lot of really great BPs, and I hope everyone that plays Ark Mobile has a blast with these new BPs. So that's it for this episode of No Fluff Ark Breaking News. I intend to keep them short and straight to the point. If you like that sort of thing, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I will be uploading these every week. If you found yourself liking this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really means a lot to me. As always, thanks so very much for watching. Love you guys, and until next time, keep surviving.
My work saved the human race.